Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Farm. Thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. I got something nice for you today. Yeah, the title, we'll get to that in a second, but excuse me. Rightisms, 24 Rules to Live By. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story. There's a message in the story. The story is a message for life. I give life lessons, things that you can use because it's life lessons that I've experienced, not something that I made up or something I've got out of a book. That's what make right thinking uniquely mine. It's based on real life experiences, first of all. Mine. Okay. Right thinking mission. And that's what I'm on. Here we go. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. Yeah, look a little dark up here for a minute. Wait a minute. All right, there you go. Excuse me. And spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know themselves. So my goal is to give you lessons and the information and the instructions for you to do just that. So if you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. That's why I do what I do for you to do just that. So I ask the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical. But if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in to me. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not, and knows, not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. I'm gonna pick back up with the lesson we was just going through, but right thinkers, let's talk about how you do, excuse me, knowing what to do to make the preceptor and disciple relationship work from the student to the teacher, preceptor, master teacher, sage, to the student, right thinker, and training. You have certain things that you have to do to make that relationship work. And in relationship is little give and little take. So let's talk about that. That's where we're going with this one. I left off what I was telling you about before, trying to find the right teacher. Okay. So this one is the only reason you tune into my channel or you approach me, aka the sage or master teacher, is because eventually, obviously, you have recognized, yeah, you have recognized within yourself your self ignorance, your lack of knowledge, and you have come to realize that I have the ability as a sage to what? Help you eradicate what? Your self ignorance. And well, how would I do that? With self knowledge. Where there's lack of one thing, you increase it so you can change the dynamic. We say, my people, it was said by Hosea the prophet 2,000 years ago now and longer, my people are being destroyed through lack of knowledge. We being his people, we should make obtaining knowledge a priority. That's just my concept. Okay. But when you are looking for somebody to help you better yourself, you want to make sure you don't do what? Bounce around from one teacher to another, first of all. And also a way to go when that's another way to go what? Astray. That means not the right way. You're going the wrong way. All my books I have a lot about pretty much one teacher, okay, that tells you. But as you cannot find water, watch this. If you dig what? Several superficial wells. That means you dig a little bit and don't nothing happen. Ain't nothing there. Go dig another one about the same distance. You ain't really did nothing. But rather than a single what? Deep well. Keep going till you strike something, till you hit something, as they say. So therefore, even though you may read books, and that's cool, by many teachers, or see many teachers, and there should be what? At least one special one. Again, find that one which what? Whom you may develop a rapport with that will cause what? The flow of divine wisdom to move you, the individual, in the right spiritual direction. I'm a spiritualist. I do spirituality. I don't do religion, and I ain't trying to start no cult or my own new religion. I just like to give information to enlighten you, inspire, and motivate you to be your best self. Now, therefore, if you seek out a teacher, master teacher, who has what? A personality that is in harmony, what? With your own. Meaning, if my style, how I conduct myself, ain't conducive to what you like, I ain't the guy for you. That's all. Why? Because we might not see things a certain way. You might not like how I do what I do. So that's fine. I ain't got a problem with that. But this is what I do. But man say, yo, you used to dress up. Nope. On Sunday, you get my Sunday best. Other than that, this is what you get. I'm the sweatsuit wearing sage. Okay. But my whole point is find something that resonates with you. And what happened? That is, if you are an intellectual person, I'm flipping for you. Look for a teacher who emphasizes the wisdom teachings. That's smart. There should always be practice of what other disciplines, integral yoga disciplines, I know them all, so that what you may develop what your entire personality, not just one aspect of yourself, not just one good part that you like, but your whole personality. And what's this? And not be like what? The fanatical, ignorant masses. I know some religious people, praise the Lord, hallelujah. I don't hush them. Every time you talk to them, they all into some, they own the world. That's fanatical. I'm as godly and spiritual as they come, but I don't force it on nobody. I conduct myself in a respectful manner. You ain't got to run around laying hands and talking in tongues and praising the Lord every 5 minutes to let people to be spiritual. No, that's religion. That's fanatical. That's a little out the way. People don't tend to recognize that or even respect it at a certain point. It gets to be a little annoying. I agree. Okay. I don't mind you being spiritual. I don't mind you being religious. But come on, man, tone it down. That's like a gay person running around. Hey, I'm gay. Yeah, that. Don't care. I'm religious. Don't care. I'm a Christian. Don't care. Are you mindful? Are you respectful? Are you a good person? That's what I care about. Moving on. And guess what? Him too. So, also, watch this. Now, you keep saying the ignorant masses. I keep telling you. They say 85% of us are ignorant. That number's way too high. Tired of having that argument. I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna entertain that right now. Let's talk about the lessons. So also, what's that? You as the initiate or the student, disciple, you must strive to listen. Never say you will do something for the teacher and then what? Do not do it or develop a bunch of excuses. That's credibility. Your character is based on your word. Your word should be your bond. You are bonded by what you say. And if what you say don't match what you do, you are a liar. And whatever excuse you come up with, don't change the fact that you said this and you didn't do it. Simple. Moving on. All of these things, what? And more are what? For the world, excuse me. Yeah, for the world and who will not bring you the favor of your preceptor. Promising me a whole bunch of nonsense and delivering nothing is a waste of my time. You can't make me happy with surprises and gifts. You can't disappoint me by not doing what you're supposed to do. I'm fine either way. That's the difference, and understand that, please. This is about you, not me. When you attention, favor is what? Attention. And when you have this, the lips of the preceptor move for you as they will not for others. Why? Because you will receive the grace of the insight into who? Divine consciousness. You're getting to learn about yourself. You're getting to find out about your higher self. That's becoming God conscious. That's becoming awakened, spiritual enlightened, reaching nihas, whatever you want to call it. But you need to have somebody help you with that. That's what I do for you. Now, and when you become divine, when you enter into divine consciousness, what's that? That is the object of all right thinkers and aspirants all over the world. When you want spiritual knowledge, you want to be enlightened by somebody who can do just that with the lessons that they're going to give you, the information and instructions that he give to you. It's your job to follow through with it. Now, aspirants should take care to pay their dues. Well, I ain't, whoa, not monetary money dues. Dues in what? That means that at no time should they allow themselves to what? Believe that they have achieved anything on their own and without the assistance of a mentor or a teacher. I give all my praise to all my teachers, from Dr. Ben to Brother Ashby, John Henry Clark, all the guys who I studied under. I always big them up. Why? Because that's what it's all about. Giving respect for the people who helped you along the way. Simple. But there are many, watch this. Why? There are many unrighteous writers who what? Who take the writings of others and give them no credit. Back when everybody was sampling my dude George Clinton's music, he didn't get paid for none of that. He didn't get no royalties. They just was sampling his stuff just willy-nilly. That's why. And don't give him no credit. Oh, yeah, we love you, George, but we just going to make money and we ain't going to give you none. So that's all like that is. So remember, when you do something and the person you get it from, give them no credit, watch this, and even act as if what? Themselves, like they wrote the information or made the music. It's been going on for a long time, okay? Plagiarists. Now, in like manner, watch this, here you go. Some aspirants, right thinkers, conduct what? Discourses on the teachings and what? Do not give the proper credit for what they have learned, watch this, and thereby develop, you ready? Egoism as they dazzle others with their what? Limited wisdom and knowledge of a little bit of something. Again, they learn a little bit and think they got something. Watch what happens. Now, they all of a sudden they make you think they're smart, make you think they're wise. And okay, and you get the people following. But however, here's when the rubber meets the road. As they fatten their own ego. Okay, yeah, they got followers. Yeah, I'm the man. I got okay, but watch this. They are actually what? Leading people. That's why I said if you got somebody who don't know, but believe and think they know, this is that person. Why? They're going to lead people the wrong way. Hence, makes them dangerous. Why are they dangerous? This is why. Watch this. They are actually leading people to a place, watch this, that they will not be able to lead them beyond. Why? They have limited knowledge, limited understanding. They just got a little bit. They think they got something because they figured something out. They understood the concept and they ran with it, not having the ability to expound on it and go beyond. The elevator only go to the 10th floor. If you need to go to the penthouse, which is on the 12th floor, they'll never get you there. That's why. Moving on. That's the concept. And watch this. They cannot be able to lead them beyond, and here is why. This is why they call stagnation in the teachings. I got a brother been with me for 5 years and say, I'm still fresh as I am today as I was 5 years ago. There is no stagnation. Why? I keep it fresh. I keep it popping. I'm on top of what it is I'm doing. I'm living it. So there's no stagnation. No, maybe good or bad, but never stagnant. Okay? Always moving. And watch this, stagnation in the teachings and the teachings that they commence, they claim to have mastered. Ain't nothing worse than a BSer who, once they get going, can't substantiate what they started. That's why they don't last. And some preachers, here we go. How do I get into it? That's a perfect segue. Some preachers, they what? They rely on drama or exuberant performances like the music, the band, while giving their sermons. I don't need no sound effects. I don't need no hype, man. I don't need a whole bunch of stuff. Nope. Just rhetoric. Give me my book and let me do what it is I do, enlighten you. So that's what I do. This distracts what? The people. What? And may even make people what? Believe that these preachers or lecturers know what they are talking about, but them, the listeners, what? Will not be able to what? Transform themselves. Why? Because the teachings are dishonest and incomplete and egoistically driven by one person's idea of trying to get somebody to follow his way. I haven't changed none of the Shiite, none of the philosophy, none of the Mayat philosophy, none of the Shematawi philosophy. Why? I just put my twist in the storytelling when it comes to that, making it mine. Hence, right thing philosophy. I didn't make up nothing new. Now, if you, the aspirant, do not pay homage to the teacher, you are committing an injustice and of the highest. Because, if you, the aspirant, does not pay homage to the teacher, then you are committing an injustice. And the higher wisdom will what? Will escape you, even if it's presented to you, or even if you come across them in a book, meaning you're ignorant to raising your consciousness. You're ignorant to advancing past your what? That ignorant state of mind. You won't open up and become objective to learn on your own. 1 second. Excuse me. Yeah, even if you read all the books, and I got a bunch of them, if you're not focused, if you're not dedicated, if you're not paying attention, it's all for naught. Let me wrap this up for you. Now, when you approach a teacher, a preceptor, you approach with what? A spirit of service, and do not practice the mysteries and the teachings as what? A part-time dabbler. Okay, I gave a lesson before. Don't be a part-time right thinker. Do it every now and then, and no. If you're not gonna do it, don't do it. Simple. Why? It won't work any other way. So, in order to progress in this area, you must work diligently. What again? Diligently. Put the work in and learn how every waking moment is to be what? Dedicated to the divine, aka God. That don't mean running around here God fanatic. Okay? It means I'm God conscious. So everything I do, I know God is with me. I know God is watching me. And I use that as a protection. So I do what's right, and I know no harm will come to me. Back in my day, I used a gun for that. I'm just saying. So, and this is the only way what to succeed in dispelling the veil of ignorance. What? By putting in the work, following the instructions, and you yourself can only do it. Nobody else can do it for you. Okay? And the world, watch this. The world is a very powerful force with what? With the ignorant mind and an aspirant, you must fight hard to what? Overcome what? The yoke of the world consciousness, being caught up in things of the world, wanting monetary things, finding pleasures and making money and doing things that's going to get you what they call now the bag, chasing that bag. They've been calling money a whole lot of things. And through every culture, every generation, it's still, it ain't the money. It's what they do for the money and when they get it, and then what they do with the money. So don't blame the money. Only complete, listen, only complete dedication and service towards what? God will open the doors of the house of Asar. Sound familiar? When Jesus tells you his father got a home, many rooms, okay? Asar is idea for us. Same concept, okay? And the only way you can get that is by what? Giving and being dedicated service toward your higher self, doing good, virtuous, righteous things. Simple as that. Living right, okay? And palace of enlightenment. Sound familiar? Palace, mansion, okay, but they tell you you have to get enlightenment. That means you have to learn and understand. That's where it comes from. And therefore, you must understand again that being an initiate means what? Complete devotion to a spiritually disciplined lifestyle. If you're not going to adhere to the spiritual disciplines, you're wasting your time. Okay? And this will what? Translate to reverence and service towards who? The spiritual preceptor, the teacher. I have nothing but the utmost respect, admiration for my teachers, one and all. Why? Because they taught me something that I would always remember them for. That's why. No one teacher teaches everything. So you're going to have a few. But if you got one, I do now, have been for the last 15, going to 20 years. But all of my teachers put forth something that I needed from them. So that's why I respect them. And when you respect your preceptor, never allow, when I was a student, watch this, never allow your preceptor to do work, what? That you can do, since what? Their time should be reserved for what? Your higher dissemination of the teachings. Let them teach in the labor, you should offer the hand. Watch this. So again, watch this. In serving your teacher, you are facilitating the teacher's time and availability to what? To teach you and others. I was taught in school, don't be the class clown. Don't take away the teacher's attention to wild out and do nonsense, take away the lessons that's going to be good for other kids. So I wasn't that dude, never was. That's why I learned that lesson at home. So the teacher, what, may not ask for help. Why? Because he or she wants to give you the room and opportunity to act on what? Your intuitive initiative. Take it on yourself to do something. Okay? I shouldn't have to ask as a teacher. You shouldn't have to ask the students for things that they know you may need. They should help. When I was a student, I did the same thing. Carry their bags. Make sure they was comfortable. You need this, you need that. You was the gopher. Okay? But you earn your way. You do what you think is necessary to help your teacher, to make his life easier. Why? Because him teaching you is making your life easier. Let's go. That's the concept. So thereby, the initiatic process cannot be one-sided. Again, I'm giving you knowledge and things that's going to help you in life. You can at least lift this or tote that, whatever it is that needs to be done. That's the concept. So the aspirant, you who hopes to what? You hope to become what? An initiate, and needs to what? Initiate the contact with who? The teacher of your choice. And have the initiative to what? Make good use of their teachings. If you come for my advice, you come to get a lesson and I give it to you and you don't use it, I will be very offended. Oh, you should do a lesson about this. Yeah, I do a lesson, but did you show the respect to even tune in to get the lesson after you recommend I do it? It's a little personal jab. They know what I'm talking about. No, they don't, because they're not watching, so I can get that off. All right, let me wrap this up. You gotta stop doing that. All right, let me wrap it up. I'm almost done. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. This we go. Now, you may find a spiritual preceptor, sage, who has what? All the qualifications to lead you, someone who is not only elevated, but also who is capable of what? Teaching you on how to elevate yourself. That's what a teacher does. I'm not here to show you how smart I am. That's not my job. My job is to get you to become the best you can be with the instructions that I try to give you, with lessons I try to set forth for you. For the two capacities, watch this, are not the same. Why? Nor are they always found in what the same personality. You may not get somebody who's intelligent enough to help elevate you to be your best self. They may not be good at one or the other. It's very often, not too often, you find somebody that's good at both. Best in the world when I'm doing my thing. A person may be what elevated, but not versed in the scripture. Verse in scripture. Or watch this. The ways to develop aspirants. I do initiation. I've been doing this for a long time. I got that base covered too. And therefore, if you feel a burning desire to grow spiritually, tune in. I can help you with that. I can satisfy that craving with what? Knowledge. And you have dealt with your what? Your worldly responsibilities, so that now you can be what? Free to pursue the teachings and seek out a respectable teacher. I got you. Come on, I got you. That person may be in your hometown. Don't have to be since we got the internet. When I first did my lesson 6 years ago in Michigan, I told my brother, yo, man, I got to get back to Michigan. Why? I had an audience, had a group of people who listened to my every word. They, listened to me, and I had a good time teaching and talking to them. So I want to get back. He said, listen, I can take you there. We ain't got to go back physically. So that's what I'm doing now for you. But watch this. They may be in your hometown, but if not, you what? Must go to them and what? Touch the floor with your face. That means prostrate yourself, show the ultimate respect. That's what that is. Bowing and showing them what. And then humbly ask for their permission to be accepted as their student. I have one disciple that I've been working with for 5 years. I'm taking on a second student that now I've been working with for a few months. And the one that's been around 5 years, sharp as a tack. The one just coming around now, excited and getting better at what he's learning, how to be a right thinker, and what I have knowledge of himself to be his best self. He's happy. So I know my philosophy works, okay? First of all, I use it. Moving on, but I do have others. So first, develop what? You develop a keen understanding of what it means to be an aspirant. I've been one. I know what one is. And now you become familiar with what? With the practice and the disciplines of Maya philosophy is what right thinking philosophy teaches, which what? Purifies the heart by offering a selfless service, living a balanced life, spiritually disciplined, and keeping your balance and being upright and righteous in all your actions. Do not present to God what? A dirty vessel. If you're not pure at heart and your intentions, don't come dealing with me. Why? I will recognize that and I will dismiss the whole thing. The relationship will cease to exist. Why? I don't like phony. My initials, my nickname, P Funk, it stands, the P means pure, 100% or nothing at all. When I was doing wrong, I still gave 100%. Okay, so I don't care about nothing. If you ain't giving all, I don't want none. God don't take 99.999. I'm with God. Give me all, or don't give me nothing at all. And what they're saying is, a dirty vessel, you should purify yourself and be honest with yourself when you go to God. Watch this. Wouldn't you wash a bowl before placing food in it? Okay? As an offering to God. You are the bowl. You are the vessel. So what they're telling you, clean yourself up before you serve yourself to God. Now, in the same manner, what? Your presentation of your personality before a preceptor as if he or she was God. You're waiting for this? Herself. He threw that in. I know that to mess with him. But you can symbolically make God anything you want, okay? Be it male or female, okay? So therefore, wrapping it up, again, I appreciate you tuning in. Therefore, Be clean, mean be honest in meeting and work with your teacher. That's me. Don't BS me. I can't help you if you BSing me, and God ain't gonna bless you if you BSing him. So your heart should be pure and be. You meet with work. You be honest with your teacher, and the trip will not be a waste of time, but it will be a glorious start of what on a golden road to what spiritual enlightenment and your own spiritual experience, aka reaching Nihas, knowing thyself, or you becoming one with God. However you want to choose it, look at it, but the goal is to get there. My job is to get you there. If you tune in, follow lessons, that's how you will trust me. And that's the lesson. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100 and be 100 minus a day. So I never know that right thinker like you passed away. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Hope you know I'll be